my next guest also hails from Federal Way. Ron Podmore is the host of a travel documentary inspiring us all to get out and explore Central America. The Best of Central America, Secrets of El Salvador's Success is streaming now on Amazon Prime. And Ron joins me now with some travel insight. Hello.
Good morning.
So tell us first about the travel documentary.
I've been very fortunate. Great to be here, by the way, at the King 5 Studios.
Thank you.
I was inspired by many of my migrant students to take a look at their countries of Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. And they discovered that I had a background in filming, and so they encouraged me and inspired me to take a peek at what's going on down in their countries. And that's kind of what led to where I'm at these days.
Gosh, that's incredible, and I love that everyone can watch it right now on Amazon Prime. You have 5 main travel tips for us too this morning that you're going to share with us. So starting with Central American history. So talk to me about this.
Let's take a look at that. We got a lot of territory to cover. The first one is looking at the ideas of these Mayan city-state empires. Tikal National Park, located in the Mayan biosphere in northern Guatemala, is one of the spectacular places to be. And it offers opportunities for students and actually for travelers to discover these Mayan city-states. Slightly to the north of Tikal National Park, you're going to have arguably the world's largest pyramid base, and that is that of El Danta, which is on the border of Mexico and Guatemala. And that is up there in the sizes of what is considered with the Egyptian pyramid and so forth. So these are a lot of unearthed pyramids that are still being discovered to this very day. So you can find that there's an awful lot of history with that.
Definitely. And you also want to talk about the spectacular natural wonders. It's everything from rainforests to beaches and more, right?
You can take a peek going off the coast of the Central American country of Honduras. There are some islands there. Many people know that there is an island there called Roatan, which is very famous. But there's several other islands there that are comprised of the archipelago called the Bay Islands. There you can find spectacular cuisine. There you can find, back on the mainland of Honduras, there's wonderful rainforests and whitewater rafting experiences that I love.
Gosh, I do too. Okay, you're selling me on this. Tip number 3, you want to talk about the culinary scene. So what do you want people to know about this?
You know, one of the interesting things about the culinary scenes down there is that there is an awful lot of food to choose from. And I find that you can look at something and you can order it. A lot of the food there is what I call farm to table fresh. It is produced, it's grown, it's within a 30-mile radius. And it's grown, it's produced without pesticides, without chemicals, without all of those additives that goes into foods that we have here. And your taste buds really enjoy being able to taste flavors all over again that is a little bit different than what we're used to here in the States.
Gosh, I love when you visit a place, and like an apple or just anything just tastes so much more vibrant and amazing.
You get that flavor that comes right out all over again, yeah.
Yes, you don't need all the sugar.
Absolutely.
Tip number 4, how safe would you say Central America is?
I feel safer anywhere in Central America than I do in any major American city right here in the States. And I say that an awful lot in my films. Guatemala
really?
City, Guatemala, Honduras, and especially El Salvador. In my second film, Secrets of El Salvador's Success, I look at that very pivotal question. How safe are these countries, especially El Salvador? I could be in the streets in the capital city of El Salvador called San Salvador at 10:30 at night, and the place is teeming, it's thriving. People are out and about, which is a significant change from as recent as 6 years ago.
Gosh, so do you think there's some misconceptions around that then with like safety and people traveling to Central America and maybe being a little worried?
It's still there. Keep your wits about you. Stay in the main tourist travel spots, and I guarantee you're going to be safe and you're going to have an exceptional time down there.
Ooh, okay. And your last tip, I like this one, although I do love taking photos. Put your smartphone away. What do you want people to know about this?
Absolutely. You know, it's a photographer's paradise down there in Central America, and everybody wants to take their Instagram pictures. Everybody wants to do their social media feeds. Put the camera away. Let your mind and your heart take those pictures. You know, increasingly we find that we are looking at the ideas of being able to put everything on this electronic device. Sometimes it's important for us to be able to memorize events with what we have up here. And I find between that and, of course, taking your social media and everything, set it aside. Breathe, experience the vibrancy and the culture that has everything to do with Central America. And as I always say, travel with purpose. Experience the best of Central America. Life does begin outside your comfort zone.
Ooh, I like it. What's the best time to travel to Central America? Do you have like any specific times of the year that we should be traveling there?
While it's summer here in Washington State, it's the rainy season in Central America, and I find that once the rains end, right about mid-September to about the middle of May is the best time to travel. So you can think of student spring breaks, you can think of your Thanksgiving breaks, you can think of your Christmas vacations and so forth. You can leave out of SeaTac at 5:30 in the morning and be down there in time for dinner. You can make a great long weekend getaway out of it.
Done and done. Ron, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.